We've also been watching the Baldwins on there.
Oh, yeah.
Which is probably where we should start.
Yes.
We found, speaking of our guest, by the way.
Yes.
Kind of a relation here. We found really our what's the word? These are they just get us based on this conversation.
We're simpatico.
We need these two on the finale of the Baldwins to watch with us. Because Dan Soder had Annie Lederman on his podcast, and the Baldwins came up, and they're saying everything we've been saying for 5 weeks watching this show. It's very funny to know how spot on we are while we're watching this. The only thing they missed is the beauty of Eduardo.
Yes.
That's the only thing they didn't bring up, but everything else, they're spot on in their analysis. So it was nice to hear that we aren't alone in our obsession with the Baldwins that we watch every usually on Tuesday. This week was Wednesday, but usually on Tuesday on Patreon.
Watch Meghan Markle show. I was watching it last night. It's so delusional and crazy. These people are insane.
I'll see your Meghan Markle and I'll raise you.
Alec Baldwin?
Yeah. I watched it. Katie showed it to me.
He just knew.
They were just on the page. I know exactly where you're going, and I love it.
By the way, now if I run into Annie Lederman again, I've got an icebreaker.
Yeah. We need to talk Baldwins.
Yeah.
Does the name Eduardo mean anything?
Can I tell you right now, Amy?
I'm like, can you shoot me in the head? Because I'm uncomfortable.
It upset me. Now, I would say this with my full chest out, 30 Rock is probably my favorite show of all time.
We want to like...
I don't go that far, but it is. I love Alec Baldwin in that show. He's one of my favorite characters ever.
I did a movie with him. He was fantastic. I got to actually, and this was before he had his 7 kids. You look at a man.
7 kids makes me sick.
And this.
Did he say he did a movie with him?
Yeah, he was in a movie called Drunk Parents with him.
No shit.
Yeah, Gaffigan's in it. I've never seen it, and I didn't hear of it till this, but I looked it up right after.
That is a cast I would like to see.
It sounds like it could be good. Yeah, I think it was on. I think you have to rent it on Amazon or something. Might be worth it.
Yeah, we'll have to get we'll have to watch it Baldwin style at the end.
Yes, maybe.
7 kids are going to make up for one wonderful woman, one cinematographer. You can keep popping a life is taken.
It doesn't transfer. There's no rollover minutes.
And it is. They keep doing that. They haven't done it the last couple episodes, but it really was like a transition from, oh my God, the life we've brought into the world. And then they shift immediately to let you know, like, hey, we're parents, we're struggling, and Alec killed a lady by accident.
She shot a lady, but can you imagine bringing them all to the dentist?
It's exhausting.
Jacket.
He goes, put her clothes. He goes, that's it. Put her clothes on. Now she's back. Now hug her child.
And you
can I ask and be objective here?
Mm-hmm.
Whose Baldwin is better?
Oh, yours. Yours is almost like if I close my eyes, it's.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't even know if you're right, but I was hoping you'd say that.
I don't know what that was that he just did.
The best
He's
voice.
got the best.
But it is sinister when he's like, you're like, were you upset? I can't tell.
Well, I think he was.
Of course he was upset.
But that reality show is 100% just for his wife. And so tired and miserable. And they keep doing this thing. This is the thing we were talking about that made me upset. They keep acting like the 7 kids wasn't their fault.
How many times have I said this?
The whole time.
It's infuriating. Every episode, they're like, oh my God, we have not 6, 7 kids. And it's like, not only did they choose to do it, only one was a natural pregnancy.
And it was like almost an accident. So maybe they didn't mean to.
So they went out of their way and paid thousands of dollars. Isn't like IVF like $10,000 or $20,000 or something?
I don't know, but I'm sure it is.
So each time, each kid, it wasn't just like an oopsie. It wasn't Alec on set just playing with his gun. It was science backed them.
Yeah, and it was just so she didn't ruin her figure because she's a, very materialistic person.
Which, as we saw in the last episode, I think Alec likes that she didn't ruin her figure.
IVF
were out in the last episode.
IVF is between $15,000 and $30,000.
Yeah, and they're acting like, oh, geez, how did we get ourselves in this mess? It's like, well, you paid, what, $150,000 more?
It's fucking nuts. What a show.
Oh, and like, with these 7 kids. It's like, dude, you went
Like a stork dropped them.
nuts to butt every one of those 7. You went like,
Yeah,
you like
this
got
woman
it
has just such complete control
because
over
he
him.
ain't Elon. That ain't IVF.
No.
That's dick and puss, old
Yes.
school
Oh, I think he's wrong.
sauce. Al-
However,
This guy doesn't know the Baldwins. Annie, come on with us. Soder doesn't know shit.
but he's also they claim it's real.
They do claim that throughout. Yeah, if you weren't paying attention, we only knew that because people in the chat were like, I think she's lying about this.
Yeah, and then there's photos of her stomach with right angles and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
made those kids with a little bit of fucking.
She's like yogaing on him.
Yeah, so she's just like pulling his cum out, or she's like, this one right here is called sitting lotus. Oh, and he goes, the way you pull it might come out of my penis. It's incredible. But
How
then
about they don't know the names of the kids either? They have to. He's like, I call this
Yes.
one like red. blue."
Yes.
It's just like,
That is in the first episode. If you guys didn't watch with us, go back. I think it's worth it. Go
Yeah.
back and watch. A lot of people say the only way to watch the Baldwins is through our eyes. So go back on Patreon and watch, because in the first episode, he's like, oh, the first one, she has a lot of spunk, and the second one, he has so much energy and charisma, but he's not naming them. He's
And
just like,
that takes us all the way to baby.
yeah, yes, yeah. The youngest is only referred to as baby. Now we think that's because the baby's name is Hilaria, no H.
Yes, and that's what it is.
But so it has to be, so there's no confusion. But how soulless is that? to be like, we've ripped any personality from the baby because we want the focus to be on mama.
keep that much information in his head.
we talked about, Katie and I talked about this last night. The real reality show. Number one, watching this reality show feels like a 30 Rock show that would be like if they did a 30 Rock reunion and they'd be like, Lemon, do you understand that I'm in my own reality show with my 7 children I had with a yoga instructor? And you'd be like, yeah, that's
Talking
exactly
about how I killed a woman.
Yeah, I murdered a woman in New Mexico.
That is, once he said that, I was like, oh, that is a 30 Rock line. I shot a cinematographer in New Mexico.
Yeah, your Baldwin's not even, it's like leaps and bounds better.
But you watch it longer and it became like I got like car sick. I like by the end of it, I was like,
It's not a life I want. Like,
I
I
can't
feel like,
watch this.
yeah.
But the show I want to watch are his nannies drinking after their shift.
Yes.
We said this in the last episode. We
Pod-
just put, but our version was Eduardo having a few cigarettes with them. That's the only thing, the only aspect of this show they missed is that their kids and dogs are all Hispanic names. Which, that's a level of psychosis unprecedented. Like, there are plenty levels of crazy, whether it's, serial killers or like people in finance who rip people off. There's all kinds of monsters out in the world.
Mhm.
But I've never seen anyone take on the persona that she has taken, where knickknacks around the house are Spanish themed.
Mhm.
Her children are Spanish themed. Her dogs are, and she breaks in and out of a Spanish accent. It's it's a level of crazy that we don't know. Like murderers, you put them in jail. You put real psychos in therapy. But this is something that, like, I don't know if even your greatest trained psychologists know how to handle Hilaria Baldwin.
That was
Now let's play this Instagram clip. Because do I remember correctly? Is this more damage control from this fucking red carpet incident?
That's all they're doing. She wants season 2, and he's like, please just keep talking like to me like a piece of shit.
Was it that big a deal that they need to keep making like it was? We made fun of it and we were like, oh, Hilaria is quite a monster. But this is what I think, like, just extreme ego does to people.
To one person. This is literally the
yes.
best thing that could have happened to Alec Baldwin is her look like such a monster.
Yeah, you're probably right, because people are like sympathetic to him.
Yeah.
But when you're such a self-absorbed person, you're like, oh, we need to keep respect. People are calling me a bitch online. We need to find a way out of this. And to be fair to Hillary, she's only been in the public eye for, I mean, she's been with Alec for like 14 years, I think, 15.
Yeah.
But even like she hasn't been a star, quote unquote, until the last maybe 4 or 5 years. So like, to be fair to her, I guess it is a new life, but she's not responding to it well. And you'd think Alec would be able to be like, this is a bad idea.
I think he sees the positivity behind him and he's like, yeah, keep going.
He might, and I think maybe I was talking to Carl about this on Who Are These Socials? I think we determined like maybe he kind of likes the humiliation. Maybe there's a sexual thing attached.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because why else would you put up with it to be like, yes, call me a talkative loser that they're going to cut out of the show. Like you'd think he'd be the star, but maybe he likes being humiliated. But this is what they posted on Instagram recently.
Yeah. Keep saying I may interrupt you.
Yeah. But well, yeah. So if you've seen the man interrupting thing, this isn't that. This is now maybe a third video they've put out in response to this.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's telling me to shut up. It's okay.
When the birds are talking, you're not talking.
Oh, the accent.
When I'm shopping, you're not talking.
Oh, we're going too far.
When I'm
Wait,
thinking, you're not talking. I'm thinking, you're not talking.
She's like, see, guys, it was my catchphrase the whole time.
Yeah, and her accent is pouring out right now.
You're not talking.
In
I'm
the show,
talking, you're not talking.
and then in the show, she's like, "Hey, how are you? I'm going to hang out with my friends from home, dude."
Alec, you cocksucker, your daughter's here. I gotta entertain her for the day. Alec, what am I gonna do with Ireland?
The Sox got pregnant. There's a chance.
Fucking Stephon Diggs is the best receiver we had since Randy Moss. You understand me, Alec?
I like Hilaria Baldwin just being a sports talk radio caller.
Hey, Felga, go Pats.
Maz, Cullinane's really got your number on Twitter, dude.
Maz, I heard what you said about the guy standing behind Felga. Totally understand. If you ever gone to Dorchester, I mean, believe me.
Uh,
And the cameras are on. She's like, "Ay caramba."
I love it.
Instead of saying not talking, I'm surprised she didn't say no speaky.
I know. Yeah, next on the hotline we got Hilaria from Newton.
What's up, you mushes? Fucking Brad Marchand was a legend. To trade him like that mid-season, they did him dirty, Felga. Sup, Zo? It's Hilaria here.
What's up, Beal, you fat fuck?
Is there more to this video?
Maybe.
I forgot to tell you
When I'm
something.
kissing, you're not talking. When I'm kissing, you're not talking.
Yuck.
Oh, me, no talkie, Alec, no talkie. This how we say in Newton, Massachusetts.
We kiss like that legend Tom Brady and his son.
Brady's a queer now. I don't know what he's doing. You seen this guy's face? It's melting off of him.
My husband loves my body.
Alec, you don't like me treating you like a bitch, but I bet you like these milkers, kid.
I do like going to Northamptons. It's the berries.
I like wherever Hilaria goes, she takes on that accent. We gonna go to fucking Kelly's roast beef or what?
I gotta go to Bleacher Bar. Forget about this thing.
Yes. but that's not what you get on the show.
No.
If you haven't watched yet, she's much more Spanish.
Charlene in the chat says, I know
Charlene! Where the fuck have you been?
She says, I know she has a Boston accent. I want to hear her real voice. You will hear her real voice.
Always yapping, Charlene. That was the perfect Boston name to have come through. You know Hilaria's siblings?
No.
Timmy, Tommy, Tony, Michael. I don't know. I couldn't do that. I couldn't think of the exact Good Will Hunting.
It's not Raphael Eduardo.
No, surprisingly.
It's weird that someone sounds like that. Hillary Thomas from Newton.
Eduardo, get down here and clean your toys.
The Celtics are the balls.
Eduardo, I'm trying to watch Jason Tatum own the Lakers. Quit busting my balls.
She's chanting "Beat LA" while looking through her TVS.
She's drinking Bud Lights. I don't care about that tranny they had on there. Shane Gillis is hilarious.
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.